Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto India. My name is Shiv and welcome back. We have a news just now coming out from Zimbabwe that says that the Bitcoin is selling at a price of 7,200 US dollar on Zimbabwean exchange. Uh, this is just 21 minutes ago. It just came out on news.bitcoin.com. And so this is what happens when basically the economy of Zimbabwe has completely collapsed. Okay, if you look at the global market price of Bitcoin is about 4,314 US dollar. But right now the same thing, the same Bitcoin is actually selling in Zimbabwe at about 6,150 US dollar right now. So if you can see the nude here, it says that according to the various reports, the African country of Zimbabwe is suffering from severe economic hardship similar to the inflation and currency crisis in Venezuela that we discussed this morning. Furthermore, demand for Bitcoin is skyrocketing as the country's only exchange is seeing Bitcoin trade at 6150 US dollar, which is almost 2000 US dollar more than uh, what is the global price of Bitcoin is. Uh, so as you guys know, the Zimbabwe's $1 trillion over here, this was reported back in 2016, May 2016, wherein the Zimbabwe $1 trillion note. So this is the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe note. This is $100 trillion bill, and all that you could buy with this bill was like, look at this. They barely paid for a loaf of bread, but their value has shot up. So all that you could buy with this $1 trillion note is a packet of bread. What it actually means that the currency has completely lost its value. You can call it inflation. I mean, for example, when whatever things were available earlier for about 100 rupees, today the same thing is being sold for 500 or probably 1000. There will be time when the same thing will be sold out for 10,000 rupees or probably a lakh rupees. So it's not. So because of this inflation, the currency are actually losing its value, and Zimbabwe has reached a situation wherein their Zimbabwean $1 trillion note has no value than more than buying a packet of bread. And it is a similar situation in Venezuela as well, wherein we discussed this morning that people are actually trusting on Bitcoin. They are trading into Bitcoin. So this is what the future actually looks like for most of the countries, because most of the country, you pick up any country, all the fiat currencies that you have, they are losing its value every month, every day. And that is where the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies come into picture, because as you guys know, the Bitcoin has got a limited supply, and there can only be 21 million Bitcoin. And that is why if you look at the Bitcoin, prices have been going high, and Bitcoin is highly divisible in nature. Bitcoin can be used for the smaller transactions as well, for like buying a coffee or for buying groceries, all those things. And that was the Zimbabwe is the pure example of what Bitcoin is capable of. So if you look at this here, see Bitcoin funded. This is basically one of the exchange in Zimbabwe, just like we have ZPay and Unocoin here. Bitcoin Fundy is one of the exchange in Zimbabwe, and they are selling there at 6,150 US dollar as of today. Uh, right. So if you look at this here, so there is also something called local bitcoins. I'm sure you guys know of. So look at this. BTC prices are roughly the same as the global weighted average. Uh, Citizens in Zimbabwe using local bitcoins have to use alternative payments like Skrill, MoneyGram, and PayPal. Some believe that Zimbabwe could benefit from Bitcoin. Of course, they are benefiting right now. That's the currency that they are relying on. So Bitcoin is actually really working as a currency right now in Zimbabwe, because most of the people believe that this is just a source of value. Can you see this curve here? Zimbabwe's cash shortages are causing significant lines at the banks and local ATMs. This reminds me of what happened in India during the monetization. the long queue outside an ATM. Can you see here? ZP Building Society. It's a cash 24 hours. That's an ATM picture of an ATM here. So it says that Zimbabwe's failing economy will take time to improve, but the country's citizens are listening to Bitcoin proponents. So this is the news coming out from Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe Bitcoin being traded. Oh, okay. So $6,150. So I mean, it's a huge premium over the usual price that you have, which was about 4,300. I mean, I've seen in India also Bitcoin being sold at a premium during the month of November, December last year when the demonetization happened. Actually, the Indian price of a Bitcoin was at least higher by at least 2 to 300 US dollar. But this is like almost double what it is being sold at in Zimbabwe. And so this is another news here, which is very positive about Bitcoin. Again, here this says that Cayman Investment Forum focused on rise of Bitcoin and failing dollars. Now this is underline this. It's failing dollars. So this is Cayman Investment is a company which has been into investment, and they say that the Bitcoin is a better investment than the US dollar. And see, if you read this statement here, they say that the money may be about to change again. This investment forum will look at money, its history, the reserve currency of the world, money in the shadow, the reserve currency of history, and the cryptocurrency. And basically, this is a conference which is taking place in the month of October. The conference represents an alternative view of investment, trading, and finance, especially in regards to the current digital age. Speaker, okay, so this is what the conference is over. One of the speakers here addressing the failing of US dollar and shadow money. So this, it clearly says the dollars is actually failing big time, and it is the cryptocurrency, it is the Bitcoin, which are the real statements and the real storage value and the real currencies of future. If you see this one here, some of the speakers believe that cryptocurrency is also store of value and not money here. So the interesting aspect of the conference is the debate over whether gold or Bitcoin will act as the primary store of value after the dollar collapses. So this is, look at this statement. This is a huge statement over here. So it's clear. So it's not just one person who is saying that the dollar is going to collapse. Dollar is going to collapse, and which comes out from most of the experts, and that is why the investment towards gold and Bitcoin is attracted. So just to let you know how strong Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies are going to be in the future, I thought this information of this information is also really critical. So we have two interesting news coming out. One is from Zimbabwe selling Bitcoin at a price of 6,150. You see, they also sold it for 7,200 some time back, but right now it's selling at 6,150. And the other news, these speakers, there is a conference which this event falls on October 12, as you can see. So on the October 11, there's this conference where they are going to discuss the fall of dollar and the rise of Bitcoin. So I thought I'll keep you posted on that. I hope you liked it. I hope this was valuable for you. Let me know by commenting in the box below, and that will really help me keep going. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel, so that you are updated on all the news and updates on cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, which is the next big financial system. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you.